Hello, hello, and welcome back as I continue my undaunted effort to leave no mystery unsolved. In Perfidious, Pete plays the vanishing of Ethan Carter. I have to admit, though, after last episode, I'm really beginning to question the wisdom of my no mystery left behind policy. I really am. Sure, it helps prevent Robert Stack from spending his every night at the bar salting a glass of gin with his own tears, but come on, Robert Stack's gonna wind up crying into that glass of gin at the end of the night anyway. Is the effort we're making here really worth it? And this is a genuine question, because let's think about it. We're here to save this Ethan Carter kid, but what do we actually know about this Ethan Carter kid? I mean, so far, we only know a couple of things. One, we know that Ethan, I'm guessing Ethan's brother, Travis, some kind of relation of Ethan's. I think Travis is probably his brother. I got a brother vibe from the Little Fang story. But his own brother thought that it was so important that, oh, we've been over here, right? This is the future shortcut. But Ethan's own brother thought it was so important that Ethan die that he was willing to do the deed himself. And he thought the best way to accomplish that, let's make sure Ethan's not alive anymore strategy, was to run his ass over with a train. We're not talking like a garden variety, just smother him in his sleep with a pillow. No, he wanted to make sure Ethan was all the way dead, so much so that he was willing to obliterate his ass with a freight train. And furthermore, so strong was Travis's conviction that Ethan really needed to be not alive anymore, that he was willing to sacrifice his own life to make it happen. And, you know, one of the other things we know is that he did, in fact, sacrifice his own life and still wasn't able to make it happen. Ethan's own, I'm guessing, grandfather, Ed, saved his grandson from the train running overing by killing his other grandson. He bludgeoned Travis in the head with a rock, ran him over with the train he was planning to use to do Ethan in, and then he staved his skull in with a fucking tire iron. This is the guy who stood up for Ethan, a man who's willing to beat his own grandson to death with a tire iron after rendering him helpless by chopping his legs off with a train. It's not exactly a ringing endorsement for Ethan's character. Plus, the other thing we got to remember about Grandpa Ed is he may or may not be the sort of person who's willing to make a deal with an elder abomination called the Boneless One, just to keep his bootleg hooch from getting stolen by some G-men. He invoked an elder god to save his liquor from, this Ethan kid, I'm telling you, I'm not sure we need to find him. I'm thinking maybe the universe is better off without Ethan in it. Maybe Travis is right. I mean, my apologies to Robert Stack. I'm sorry about the fact that you're going to be spending every night salting that gin with your tears, but come on, I mean, you were going to do that anyway. And it may be, maybe that's the price we got to pay to keep this Ethan kid off the streets. Maybe I should just be ponying up to buy Robert Stack another round at this point. Seems like the good Samaritan thing to do. Okay, so we can go in this house. All right. I mean, I know I can go in there, but again, this is me and I'm playing a narrative game, so I'm going to do everything other than what I'm very obviously supposed to be doing. It's go everywhere you're not supposed to be first. That's the Perfidious Pete paradigm. Go wherever the game does not intend for you to go and do things as out of order as possible. And also fuck up as much shit as possible so the story makes as little sense as you can muster. It's all about non-sequential storytelling. Just ask Christopher Nolan. You ever see Memento? Yeah, I'm going to make this into that. You know, just with less Carrie-Anne Moss. Which I think we'll all agree is probably a good thing. Trinity was hardcore, but what else has she done? Huh? Carrie-Anne, what else have you been in? Huh? And don't give me the whole Disturbia thing. I'm not buying it. Kissing David Morse while Shia LaBeouf looked on. That was a low point of your career, Carrie-Anne. The lowest of the low. That's why she quit acting. When she hit that point, she's like, fuck, man, this is rock bottom. I can't get any lower. It's time to hang up my acting boots. So we get like a old logging road here that's just going back into the wilderness for what seems to be nigh on an eternity. All right, well, before we go this way, it looks like we're going to have to go explore the mystery house. So let's just go explore the mystery house and get it out of the way. I'm sure someone else will be invoking, I mean, probably not the boneless one. They'd have to go the old switcheroo. You can't invoke the same elder god over and over. This has got to be like the boneful one or the ossified one. The all bone man. The bone collector. All right, old house, what do you got for me? This is actually the old house we were just in. Wait, we reconstructed this house in the other house?
Talk to your son. He was poking around in the old Vandergriff house again. Said
Oh,
he
is
has
that
some
me?
secret room.
Oh, well, I know where the secret room is.
Really? Okay, I will go talk to him.
Who are these people? My mother and father, I'm guessing? Well, or rather, Ethan's mother and father. I'm Paul Prospero, erudite psychic detective. Well, we know where the secret room is. I mean, we already reconstructed this house, so we sort of already solved this mystery. Take that, Robert Stack. We're leaving no mystery unsolved, shit for brains. So, if memory serves me correctly... Oh.
What did you wake up? Nothing. I found a room, I walked into it, that's it.
I mean, sure, I also kissed the many thousand tentacles of the beloved one who devours souls and kisses you on the mouth gently. But, I mean, come on. She's got 1,000 mouths. How could I avoid kissing one? You almost can't walk in a room with the old girl without kissing something.
You can feel it, right? Something coming from the Vandergriff house.
Is this the Vandergriff house?
I feel it. Ethan disturbed the sleeper. He must be punished.
Well, okay, I guess we'll just have Travis go tie him to the train tracks and run him over then. That seems an appropriate punishment for a recalcitrant boy who has woken the sleeper. I'm assuming the sleeper was just Grandpa Ed, who was passed out drunk, and everybody was glad to have 5 minutes of respite because he was unconscious. And then Ethan, tipped over a jug of Grandpa's bootleg hooch. It shattered on the floor. The one sound that could wake Grandpa from a coma, by the way. He leaped out of his bed, pissed off and furious, and then his parents would be like, well, we gotta sacrifice Ethan to our god, otherwise Grandpa Ed's gonna bludgeon our skulls in.
They keep talking about this thing, this sleeper.
I know. What I don't know is if it's real or not.
Well, it's not real, Grandpa. The visions that you're seeing of the many-mouthed one, it's, that's the booze, Grandpa. You drink 2.5 gallons of gin every day. It's liquor talking, buddy. There actually is no many-mouthed one.
Travis, leave the boy alone. I see how you've been looking at him.
You don't even know, do you? You have no idea what's going on.
What, that he kissed the many-mouthed one and endured her tentacle administrations? No, I know. It's fine. It's not that big of a deal. Who doesn't love a little tentacle action now and then?
It's the only way. It wants Ethan.
You're crazy. You've all gone crazy.
Wait, who was saying that you've all gone crazy? Because that definitely wasn't Travis. So Ethan awoke the boneless one, or the many-mouthed one, or she of the 1,000 tentacles, or whatever the hell it is this week that the Elder Abominations are calling themselves. The Elder Abominations are like Prince. They change their name at the drop of a hat. This week I'm just the symbol for the Color of Madness. The artist formerly known as the Color of Madness. Alright, well the secret room was up on the highest floor, was it not? If I recall, the secret room was up here, I believe. Yep.
It's not my fault. I didn't mean for any of this to happen.
Ethan's last words, right before he tipped over the jug.
Whatever it was he'd accidentally let loose, his family was convinced that hurting him would solve their problems.
Yeah, I kind of got that, Paul Prospero. Thanks for filling me in with the backstory there.
Here somewhere, in the wind.
Okay, so all of the Carters agreed that Ethan should die. Paul Prospero is the most heavy-handed narrator of all time. I mean, Ethan found the secret room already. We've been to what did he wake up in the secret room, though? Also, are we supposed to go to the secret room, then? I mean, this is the house we reconstructed. Bootleg hooch was already protected. The secret room was up the stairs, I believe. No, because when we came through, we went to this, this was where the secret room was. When we came up, we did this, and the secret room was in here, right? I believe so. All right, so maybe this was just a Vandergriff house was a storytelling prompt. We don't actually have to go find the secret room. We already sort of discovered that in the other house. So were we supposed to come to the Vandergriff house first? A little confused here, Ethan Carter. But the Vandergriff house, like we've been everywhere in this. So yeah, this was a little different at the other place. Closed door over here. We can't open this door, can we? No. Oh, that's not a door at all. It's a wardrobe. Well, all right. I mean, we got a couple more storytelling beats out of the old Vandergriff place. Where should we go to next, then? We've got a couple options. We could go down this way. We could follow the old logging road. I'm inclined to go follow the old logging road, just because it seems like the furthest, most asinine, out of the way place we could possibly go. Also, I'm just curious to see if they employ the whole invisible wall thing. I've so far been very pleased with the lack of invisible walls, but this sort of feels like an invisible... Whoa, shit!
People come here for many reasons. They want to ask me questions about the future.
Do they? Who the fuck are you?
See the future. So it is the past that interests me. If you want to find my house, you must answer the questions I ask of you.
Okay, well, who the fuck are you, lady, to start demanding information from me?
Peace or suffering?
Probably neither of those things. Also, how do I answer you specifically? I mean, all I can do is look at you. Is there something I can interact with to answer?
Would you prefer anonymity over notoriety?
I personally would prefer anonymity, but I don't know how to... How am I actually answering your question?
Do you feel victory when your words cause pain?
I mean, no. I'm just shaking my head here. Doesn't really seem to be doing it.
Do you take that which you know you will not return?
What are you calling me, a thief? All right, listen, future lady. You don't know anything about the past, so you don't know anything about all the stuff I have previously stolen, but you do know all about all the things I will in the future steal. I also really don't know how to answer your question.
Is betrayal caused by inequality or injustice?
I think it's caused by a mixture of both in equal measure, and at this point I just kind of want to check out of this.
Sin come from the heart or the mind?
What, are we going to get into like a, are we going to have to get into like a Cartesian discussion over the duality of humanity and the division between mind and body? I really don't want to engage in a Cartesian philosophical debate with you. I mean, I've read the Cogito. I'm good. The Discourse on the Method, I didn't really like it that much. So now what? We didn't answer any questions. Now we're in a clearing surrounded by goat heads, and once again, the pollen count, even in digital form, is fucking racking my allergies and hay fever here. I'm gonna have to go take a freaking Zantac after this. It's no wonder the Carters all went mad with the pollen count like this. If any of them were allergy sufferers at all, they just had to be miserable all the time. Okay, so let's just read this note, which I guess is what we came up here to do. A beautiful woman sat by a river. A witch approached and told the woman she was to have a child. The woman, here, well, you know what? This is actually hard to read in Ethan's handwriting. The woman began to cry with joy, but the joy turned to fear and she could not stop crying. Fear turned to sadness. The woman continued to cry. She cried for months, hardly sleeping until the child was born. But the crying had aged the woman and she was no longer beautiful. When he was old enough, her son climbed the mountain to find the home of the witch. He asked her if she could make his mother beautiful again. The witch asked the boy many questions. After hearing the answers, the witch told the boy she had lied to the mother about her child. The boy disappeared and the mother was beautiful again. I mean, okay. Is that it? There's also a scratched out side. But it's the same story? Okay. I mean, sure.
And the point of life is not to rock the boat. Just try to get along.
This does not seem like the kind of advice that Missy Misdemeanor Elliott would give an impressionable young Muth. Don't rock the boat, Missy Elliott? Come on, you're better than that, girl. You're all about rocking the boat. Especially with that booty you got working, girl. You know you can't get near a boat without rocking it some. You gotta rock it to work it. This is the old lady story? Yeah, we'll just put that back then. But we did find another note, which is Ethan, note from Ethan's mother. Ethan, honey, I'm sorry I yelled at you. I want you to keep this note and read it every time I lose my temper. I don't mean it, and I know I've got a snake's tongue. You're my little guy, my precious bean. You just got to pull your head out of them clouds, okay? Sure, Mom. Also, maybe, I don't know, take like a basic composition course, because your grammar and spelling here are a little substandard. I don't want to fire shots, Mom, but I'm a teenager, and in like, what, maybe possibly 9th, 10th grade maximum, and I got you licked all over in the grammarians. So let's just run around the weird clearing. Is that our goal here? We came up here to the weird clearing, and there doesn't really appear to be a whole hell of a lot else going on up here. Got a gorge. I was hoping we could find a logging camp and see if maybe Grandfather had staved the heads in of any lumberjacks, but alas, I guess this is not the case. Grandfather's murder apparently knows bounds. Alright, well, we haven't been up there yet. Also, I'm kind of lost as to where I came from when we got teleported by the magic witch hut to answer the mysterious questions without answer. Is this what the way we came in? Like, we came from this direction, right? Yeah. But the road keeps going up. The road keeps going up. Where's the part where we diverged, Robert Frost? 2 roads diverged in a yellow wood. We took the one last traveled. Okay, so these 2 roads actually appear to go to sort of the same place. Like if we go back around here, we're going to come out up by that hut. And I think we're going to come back down around by that hut. It's the old up and around, down and around. Look out, sir. It's all over town. The fact that Ethan disturbed an elder abomination and his own family tried to murder him. Oh, that looks... Never mind, I was going to say it looks like a graveyard, but it actually looks like a collection of sandwich boards. Maybe somebody was really into sandwiches? Really into, like the gourmet kind of... Nope, it's a graveyard. Well, let's go check this out then. Nothing wrong has ever gone bad in a graveyard. Oh, there's blood everywhere. Delightful. Whose marker are you? Okay. Pi X, PX. Okay. Whose marker is this? No name, just lichen. Nice smear of blood here. Signs of a struggle. Several different footprints. No blood trail. Victim killed, wounded. Yeah, so we have incorporated a blood stain. Can we... Is the blood stain one of those things that we can make a portal to another dimension up here? Apparently not. So, we're working on the mystery of the graveyard then. Alright, let's look around. Oh, who are you? Ruben Schreiben. Ruben Schreiben. Oh, Ruben, I remember him. Nice lad. Wait, Ruben Schreiben? This Rube guy, either that's German for, like, rest in peace, or this Ruben guy had, like, several brothers. Ruben Schreiben. Yep, okay. Ruben Schreiben? Yep. Well, either this guy was octuplets with the most unimaginative parents of all time and named all their kids the same thing, or this means rest in peace. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's Ruben Frieden? I don't know, I don't speak German, I'm sorry. Write it in Spanish and then I can be your boy, because I know a little Spanish, but German? Not really my thing. I'm guessing it's probably like German for, or it could be Dutch, I suppose, or maybe Danish, I don't know. My Germanic language is not good. So we're inspecting the graveyard, there's a mystery afoot, we're Ruben and Schreiben everywhere. Looking for clues, though. More clues. It's all about the clues. If only I had a pet dog who was the color of a word that rhymes with clue. Possibly maybe a cerulean-hued dog. If only. Ooh. Well, those rocks look like they could be effective murder weapons. Apparently not, though. This just goes back up and around. So where does that other road go, then? Man, every time I think we've delved the depths of Ethan Carter, every time we think we're getting close to the bottom of the rabbit hole just keeps getting deeper. Also, why is this guy's headstone pointed the wrong way? His name's over here, but he's very clearly buried on this side. This guy's got a backward headstone. Some undertaker is fucking falling down on the job on this one. He's burying people backwards. That's not cool, bro. Somebody paid a lot of money for that grave plot, and you have robbed them of its utility. Now, nobody's ever going to know that Reuben Schreiben the 24th was buried right there. So I'm guessing at some point we're going to come across the little highlighted clue that just says something like shallow grave. Can we go down here? Yes. Okay, so we had signs of a struggle. Some mausoleums over here, which, despite being very decrepit, we apparently cannot go inside of. Big thing of bricks, wheelbarrow. Oh, here we go. Yes, mortar, trowel. Uh-huh. Wait. Oh, bricks. Interrupted, dropped, work. A wheelbarrow. Yes. So, somebody was getting cask of Amontillado then. Like, probably in... Oh. Okay. Let's see if there's any other... Oh, this looks like a clue. That's a very large bucket of blood, sir. And a stump. It looks like somebody got their decapitated on the stump. A brush, a bucket, crow carcasses, blood as paint, ritual, crows killed with a knife, cut open, dagger, scalpel. So now we gotta find a murder weapon, maybe? We're looking for a murder weapon, right? Murder weapon's gonna be over in there. Oh no, we're going almost straight into the vision? Yep, so it's definitely down in the crypt then. Alright. I'm gonna go away from the creepy hole in the ground, if you don't mind. Just maybe give me a minute or two. Creepy hole is creepy. Burnt matches. An oil can. The Tin Man did it! Spilled oil cans, and oil lamps. It was the fucking Tin Man. Now we gotta find an oil lamp. Okay, so we're looking for an oil lamp. Whatever, you know what? Let's go back and see what's in here. We might as well get this out of the way. If it's gonna send us over to the mansion to find an oil lamp, let's just come down here and have whatever vision we're supposed to have. The thing we're looking for is, oh god. Uh-huh. Handle, crow. So is this filled with the blood of a bunch of crows? Okay, where is this crow? So we're supposed to find the crow over by a statue. It's a dead crow. Oh, we need a dead crow? We're supposed to go find a dead crow. What does pulling this handle do, though? Didn't do anything. Can we pull it again? Oh, it's like a drinking bird. Oh, we need the other... Okay, we gotta go find the other stone crow. So the other stone crow was over in this neck of the woods? Over by the statue? Yes, bloodstain. First one to complain leaves with a bloodstain. Thank you, Fred Durst. Okay, so stone crow would be then, according to our vision, like right here? Yes. Oh, good. His beak is all horrifically bloody. Well, we'll just take that because... I can't think of a better souvenir of our time here at the Vandegraff Estates, can you? Also, I'm guessing the lantern we're going to need to be able to see in whatever this darkened hole is. So let's just go ahead and grab it. The lantern is in this house somewhere, according to our vision. Can we get in this house? I mean, it's pretty big. In fact, it's kind of extraordinarily huge. And also doesn't appear to have a door or other form of entrance. Oh, here's a door. Can we go in here? Excuse me. Hello? Oh, can I knock on you with my stone crow? If I give you a little, I mean, the crow could be used as a door knocker, right? Oh, well, we don't need to knock. The place is wide open. Oh, fine. All right, then. Everything, okay. Everything went into blurry vision the second we stepped into church. So you know what? I think we'll explore the mystery of the creepiest, foggiest church in the universe next episode. Got me a little freaked out. What would Robert Stack say about this? I mean, probably, you know what? This is actually how Robert Stack's vision looks at the end of the night after his like 5th cup of gin, when his eyes are all bleary and teary-eyed and wrapped in, shrink-wrapped in his own lacrimal excretions, getting ready to salt that gin with his bitter, bitter tears of failure. Now I know how he feels. I know why he drinks the gin when he's done crying into it, too. But if you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Support really does mean a lot. If you'd like to see more of the vanishing of Ethan Carter and further delve the mystery of why everyone in Ethan's family wanted him dead, except for his grandfather, who was willing to murder to keep him alive, who then invoked the Boneless One to save his bootleg hooch, chain of events here is getting real weird. If you want to figure out where the chain actually ultimately leads or what it's attached to, though, you might consider subscribing as well. New episodes of Ethan Carter every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. No, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Yeah. Pete, you should actually remember your own fucking schedule. Darkest Dungeons on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Ethan Carter's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It's been a while since I've recorded. My brain is slipping a little bit. I'm eagerly anticipating my new rig, which actually still hasn't arrived yet and is overdue as the day I'm recording this. So yeah, I'm a little anxious. I'm gonna wrap things up. Maybe go take some medication for that anxiety. Read liquor. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Hey Robert, pour me one of them gins.